Alright, so I was looking at Google Earth Pro on North Sentinel Island, and I think I found something pretty interesting. Here are the coordinates in the top left for everybody. First, we'll start off on Constance Island on the lower right portion of the offshooting from the main large island. Zoom in, you see what appears to be two semicircles, or possibly two full circles. So I've dubbed these Circle 1 and Circle 2. What's interesting is the consistency and spacing between the objects on the perimeter and from the center of the circles. If we do look at the browser version of Google Earth with the historical timeline, as we go back, we do see that the objects on the perimeter do get smaller. So it looks like they may have planted some bushes or trees, maybe to block out their view of this dirt mound as they're walking up this path here. But as we continue up the path, we come across what looks like two little squares. So what I've done, to me they look like buildings as the shapes don't really match anything else surrounding it. I've dubbed it Building 1 and Building 2. And I'll cycle these on and off so you can see the shapes. I also think they're buildings because it's pretty close to water, and down here is what looks like a bunch of different little walking trails. Back to the buildings. Don't know what this is. Not going to really focus too much time on it. But what's interesting is I'll just call them vertical trails that all stem off from the main road. This, probably just an issue with how Google compiles their images. Or it could be some kind of art. This little guy reminded me of Space Invaders. But what we'll do is, looking at the historical version, you can see the building here, a little building here, again the little trails, and whatever this is. Keep note of the bend in the trail here and its proximity to the two buildings. We go back a year, same bend right here, no building, no building. And whatever was here and whatever was here isn't here. So you can definitely see through looking at the bend in the trail that there's been some sort of development over the years. You continue up here, you'll start to see a trail that connects the small island to the big island. And what I've done is I have highlighted what I believe to be the most commonly used trail between the two. We'll just look at a couple points quick to point that out. To the right of my mouse, you can see a faint line in the darker sand. Again, right here, to the right of my mouse. I think it would probably come up somewhere like here. Here's a really good spot. To the right of my mouse, you can see a faint line in the darker soil. And then due to where this trail comes off, I believe they would have to make some kind of maneuver like this, walking along the coast for a little bit as they come back down. So once you get to the main big island, you have a couple different ways you can go. If you go off to the right, you get lost under the canopy, but to me it would make sense that it would just seemingly follow the tree line here. But if you go to the left under the tree line, it continues all the way down to the southernmost point of the large island. You can see the trail continues on to here. Continues on to here. And then I believe it would either probably come out from the trees over here, or they might have a couple different ways they can come through here. I originally thought that this was something pretty interesting. It looks like a neat little cutout in the sandbar, but looking at the browser version with the historical timeline, it looks like just something naturally occurring. Could be something, could be nothing. As we continue down, we come to what looks like a little tree clearing. And if we go to that same location, you'll see it here. If we go back, See the same general outline with some stuff going on in the middle. To me, that looks like it could just be tree line. Could be, it's real blurry. I'm not going to put too much weight on that. But as we do go back in time, nothing but tree line. So from 2018 to 2023, you definitely see some clearage. And then, as we continue down, what really caught my eye was this circular building with 3 little offshoots coming off of it. So if you look at it here, go back to 2020, you see nothing but trees. 2019, too blurry. Nothing but trees. You move on to 2023, you have a trail coming down, a trail coming off into the woods, circular building, 3 offshoots. This could be something here with its hard outline. I'm not going to put too much emphasis on that. Again, could just be an issue with how Google does it.